Oh, do you have the? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Speaking from the Center, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of politics and aim to find common ground. I'm your host, Tim, and as always, I'm joined by my host, Mikey, my co-host, Mikey Famine. Mikey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Tim. Excited to be here and discuss some important political topics with you. We have a lot to cover in today's episode, so let's get started.
Absolutely, Mikey. Our first topic today is healthcare reform. It has been a contentious issue for years, but recently there have been some bipartisan efforts to find middle ground. Mikey, what are your thoughts on this?
Healthcare is undoubtedly a complex issue, Tim. It affects every American, and we all deserve access to affordable and quality care. While may be disagreements on how to achieve this, I believe there is room for compromise. Both parties need to come together to address rising costs, improve access in underserved areas, and find sustainable solutions.
I couldn't agree more, Mikey. It's encouraging to see politicians from different sides of the aisle recognizing the need for collaboration. Let's hope they can put their differences aside and focus on what's best for the American people.
Absolutely, Tim. Moving on to our next topic, immigration. This is an issue that has been divisive for years, but it's also an area where finding common ground is crucial. What are your thoughts on immigration reform?
Immigration reform is a complex issue with no easy solutions. We need a balanced approach that upholds the law while providing fair and compassionate system for those seeking a better life. It is essential to secure our borders, but we must also address the root causes of migration and streamline our legal immigration system.
I completely agree, Tim. We should strive for comprehensive immigration reform that addresses border security, provides a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants who meet certain criteria, and improves the efficiency of our legal immigration system. It's about finding a balance between our values as a nation and our national security.
Well said, Mikey. Our final topic today is climate change. The scientific consensus is clear. The need for action is urgent. How do you feel we can bridge the gap between environmentalists and those who prioritize economic growth?
Climate change is a global issue that requires a collective effort. We need to move beyond fossil. False dichotomy of economic growth versus environmental protection. Investments in clean energy can create jobs and stimulate economic growth while also reducing our carbon footprint. Uh, I'm leaking lubricant. By promoting innovation and technology, we can find solutions that benefit both our economy and our environment.
That's absolutely right, Mikey. It's crucial to foster dialogue and find common ground between different stakeholders. We must recognize that combating climate change is not only an environmental imperative, but an economic opportunity. By working together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. That brings us to the end of another insightful episode of Speaking from the Center. Mikey, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just a reminder to our listeners to engage in a respectful and productive conversations when discussing polarizing issues. It's through understanding and compromise that we can make progress as a society.
Well said, Mikey. And I thank our listeners for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and join us next time as we continue to explore the issues that matter most. Until then, stay informed and stay engaged. This is Tim and Mikey signing off.
Tim, you're an evil, bad person.
Evil.
I know. So,
that'll be a funny clip, though.
Oh,
it sounded like competing versions of James T. Kirk reading scripts. So just so you know, it's time for us.
Oh man.
So hi, and welcome to the actual episode of Speaking from the Center.
What was that? Who's responsible for this?
Not me.
So that was our show, as written by ChatGTP. I told ChatGTP to give us a 5-minute intro, and or actually a 5-minute show where we would discuss topics, and that's what it thinks that our show is about. Centrism. So we just were smiley and agreed on everything.
I'm like, as far as speaking from the center, I'm more speaking from the center of the galaxy. Like, I'm in the center, but completely out of time and space near here. I'm a visitor.
Yeah, I mean, the show used to be a little bit more. There's two sides to things, but Keith and Nolan, they don't do the show anymore. So
before I started watching the show, I always thought it was about donut holes.
There you go. And we don't allow Dutch on the show, so. So it's Speaking from the Center is more of a.
I might go hang out with him. He's in town.
Oh, really? He's in. Yeah, he's in the areas.
He's in the Shy.
Oh.
Beat some sense into him.
Fucking put his ass in a sleeper hold.
Guys,
hey,
my
man,
dog.
Give me a hug. Sleep, motherfucker. Sleep, bitch. You don't want zero problems.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
Slip him up. Nah, he's fine. I don't drink, though, and I don't think he's going to smoke with me. So.
That's because he's a square.
It's hip to be a square. We do not care. Someone needs to mash that up. I'll do it. Me is who needs to do that.
Yeah. We rely on you to do all those things, Mikey.
It's hip to be Mike Tomlin. Is he still coaching, Tim?
I think so.
Pittsburgh still?
Yes, I think he's still the coach of the Steelers, yeah.
Damn, that's like 20 years.
Yeah.
He looked the same.
I mean,
his just for men is on point. That man is carbon copy of when he got in the league.
I used to say that he looked like the actor Omar Epps from
that
House.
is his fucking dad, dude. That is his fucking dad. That has to be.
He's still coaching.
It's crazy.
Not 100% sure who that is.
He's the coach of the American football team, the
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers, yeah.
I do not follow football, guys. I'm sorry.
You want to see some Karens?
Yeah,
I got some choice. I got some choice Karens.
Karen on a plane. Karen on a plane.
I'm sick of these motherfucking Karens on this motherfucking
planes.
I'm not leaving this plane. I'm gonna make an international incident.
Oh boy!
I paid for everything here.
No, you didn't.
I did not do anything wrong.
You sound sauce
You're
lady.
doing something wrong right now.
You
She
screaming and
sounds like
hollering.
she's doing something wrong.
You hollering.
No, I'm not gonna go. You wanna drag me by the feet like you guys did the Asian people? No.
I don't even know what that means. Sounds racist.
There was a dude who got taken off. I forget what airline it was.
Oh,
but he got
United.
dragged off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she's.
I
That's
am
what
not-
she's racistly talking about.
I just wanna go to Cleveland, that's it.
You sound like you from Cleveland.
People in Cleveland, look out.
Yo, Cleveland, get your girl.
So don't discriminate against me or anything like that.
Come again.
It's me or anything like that.
What'd you
So don't discriminate against me or anything like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Please, this is not a connection fight, and we're not going to help it's your daughter.
No.
It's your daughter. This fight will not get you clean.
It's okay.
And you're
I don't need to be discriminated like that. Ever, ever, ever.
What is it?
You don't know
Ever.
who I am. You
She
don't know my
sounds fucking
connections
drunk.
or whatever.
We try to
She's so drunk.
She is hammered.
help. We're not
Yeah.
helping you.
I'm just trying to go to Cleveland.
That's why.
Bro, it's not a bus. You can't just like divert the motherfucker to Cleveland.
Yeah, right.
Like, what do you do?
I'm
We're not
just trying
going
to go to
there.
Cleveland. Come on, take me to Cleveland.
I just want to go to Cleveland.
You know what? If I have to go to Newark, you know what? No, that guy is an ass.
Oh.
No. You drag me out my feet, that's fine. I will never come out and talk to you. Just take me to Cleveland. That's all I'm
Just drive to Cleveland. Shit.
asking.
Yeah, right.
You could have been halfway there by now.
Fly my motherfucking plane to motherfucking Cleveland.
That guy's a mother.
Look at this. This guy's like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You fucking pay all this extra money for fucking business class, and this son of a bitch.
Yeah. Or he's the sky marshal and he's just waiting. When am I
Yo,
gonna get this?
I don't know. I don't
Like-
know. I don't know why people make fucking fusses on planes anymore.
No, why?
You want to talk about the ninjas?
Yep.
They will fucking come out of the luggage rack and knock your ass out
Yeah.
with a karate chop. I would never fuck around on a plane. Dude, I will fight you on the tarmac, but I will not fight you inside this fucking tin can. That is for...
Listen. You know what? These people want to go somewhere really fast. It's not my fault.
Tim, don't blame her.
But United Airlines so much today.
Yeah, it's United Airlines. It's their problem.
Yep, that's right. Airline fucked up. This is the plane that's supposed to be going to Cleveland.
Have you
I'm
seen
right.
this
and
one?
everything else is wrong.
We have a demonic white supremacist Karen possessed with the evil mayonnaise spirit. Starts
Wow.
screaming the N-word while attacking random black people. Enjoy.
Fuck you, nigger! Stupid nigger!
Wow.
She got that. Oh, no, what? Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm gonna destroy my own phone.
Oh, okay.
She's still going. Oh, she got the heel. Look out. She's coming out.
She's back from 6 donuts, man.
Just a super cut of her screaming, running in random directions.
Wow.
What if she's just hitting random people now? Fuck. What kind of weird fucking drug is she on?
Look at bro. He said nope.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. She's a crazy bitch.
She's after me.
She's a crazy bitch.
Oh my god. Well, yeah.
What?
She said, a black one. Oh, right
Is
in the
she
butt.
on like
somebody's
PCP or something?
Oh god.
What are you doing? I'm doing what you're doing.
It's crazy.
Oh,
shit,
no, the
crazy.
cone. Oh.
Oh, fuck, I sort of foot and a half.
What?
That's scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
The demon mayonnaise spirit has taken another one. And she just walks away.
Go home, bitch.
There
You're
you
done.
go.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Hey, she's on
She's on a
something.
That's
lot
not
of-
cocaine.
She's on a lot of
That's a
things.
really, really bad LSD of some type. Come on now.
Oh,
She's seeing shit.
losing it. I think we have a new queen.
Oh,
A new queen. This is my new favorite congressperson.
Us to base anything on Georgia at all. Please, Jesus, not Georgia. Okay, because
Oh my God. I don't know how we didn't
wow.
cover her. I don't know how we haven't covered more of her and who she ran against, but she is in D2 in Texas. I don't know where that is. Tim, you probably didn't memorize everybody. It's
No, I don't know all the congressional districts, but I'll look it up.
I can't remember where she's from. What city that is. But she is amazing. Hilarious.
Georgia purged 87,000.
Will the
Houston.
gentlewoman
It's
yield?
Houston.
I think
Oh,
Georgia
okay.
matters.
I will not yield. I am
Oh, I was in Houston. Damn. Yeah, it's wild down there. Something else in Houston.
claiming my time. All right, so there were 87,000 people that were purged that were legitimate voters. So no, we don't want to copy off of Georgia. Also, another GOP voter admits he committed fraud.
Where's the beginning?
Another one in
There we go.
A little quiz for y'all.
There it is.
Where to
Sorry.
begin?
Has expired.
I don't really know where to begin.
There we go.
So we're gonna start with a few questions. I got a little quiz for y'all. So we've been talking about the right to vote. I just need a yes or no from each of the witnesses, and we'll start with Ms. Weiser. Is voting a constitutionally protected federal right?
All right, Tim. Think you know so much with your stinking little degree over there.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
The answer is yes.
Ollie, man, you're not even an American citizen. Answer the question.
I have no idea, but I could go with yes on that one. It
Yeah,
should be.
it-
It's not.
All right, yeah, that was easy.
Yes, it's constitutionally protected through multiple
It's-
provisions.
Yep, okay.
Ms. Evans, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Spies, yes or no?
Yes.
And Mr. Cucciolini, yes or no?
It is constitutionally protected.
Okay, thank you. We've heard a lot of talk today about things such as buying alcohol. Ms. Weiser, is alcohol a federally protected constitutional right?
It is not.
Ms. Evans?
Yeah.
Some people in this building
But
love
for a
to talk
while,
about
it was against the law.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
guns. Is there an amendment dealing with guns in our federal constitution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So I hail from the great state of Texas, and what's interesting to me is we
What's so great
always
about
want to
it?
talk
Not much.
about
It's big.
privileges and compare what is required for a privilege versus
Most rattlesnakes in a single county.
comparing what is required for a constitutionally protected right under our federal constitution. And it's interesting that in this chamber, we love to talk about the Second Amendment and we want to make sure that everyone has guns. And we only have one amendment in our Constitution that deals with guns, and it's the Second Amendment. And Professor Weiser, you were just about to say we have multiple provisions, so you were messing up my test a little bit. So I'm not going to let you answer the question. I'm going to go down here to these experts. Let's start and go the other way. Do we know how many amendments actually address voting?
Ooh, I
In
don't.
your
Question.
face, Tim.
I don't know the
Timmery.
actual answer to that one. There's at least.
Yeah, just kind of work them out, you know.
I'm gonna
I've
say
never-
there's 3.
Okay.
I have no
Out of-
idea.
Out of all, well, there's 27 amendments to the United States Constitution. So like, take a wild guess.
There's 20. Okay.
Out of 27.
Out of 27,
27.
How many?
Oh, ridiculous number. How about 7?
Okay.
All right.
If
In
you
our
said Tim,
Constitution.
if you said 3, the 7 sounds ridiculous.
Then?
Well, it depends how you count them, but you could say 3, 5th,
Okay.
14th, 15th.
Okay.
We got a
Mrs.
Tim.
Pease.
We got a Tim on the panel.
Plus the DC amendments.
And maybe first.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I would agree with that.
Okay, Professor, go ahead and break it down.
I believe it's 6.
There we go. So we got the
Ooh.
14th.
Damn.
I'm pretty close. It's 7 then.
Ollyman is pretty close.
Unfortunately, you went over, Ollie, man. That is a
Ah.
big fail.
Mikey, you need the loser sound effect from
Bum,
The
bum,
Price is
bum,
Right.
bum.
Yeah.
I got this.
Pretty soon we're gonna become this country.
Oh,
15th, we got the 15th, 17th. Wait a minute, did I mess up? 19th, 24th, and 26th. There we go. All right, so we have 6 amendments.
23rd.
And every time we dealt with an amendment dealing with voting, we were expanding upon access. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
That is the history of this country. Expanding
Okay.
access.
The history is to expand, but obviously there are some folk that want to rewrite history and make sure we go back in time. So let's also talk a little bit more about history for a couple of seconds. There was this little thing called the Voting Rights Act. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Are you also familiar with this thing called Bloody Sunday?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so are you familiar with the fact that there are black folk that died in this country to make sure that black folk had access to the ballot box?
Yes, that is correct.
Are you also familiar with the fact that probably around 1913 or sometime around there, there was maybe a women's suffrage march?
Yes.
And that was a fight, again, for women to have access to the ballot box, was it not?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so we have had throughout history these fights to make sure that everyone is accessing the ballot box, but seemingly when it comes down to, say, guns in this country, which are the #1 killer of children in this country, we haven't had half as many hearings about guns as we've had on voting rights. And every time we seemingly have a hearing on voting rights, we talking about the fact that people are cheating. So let's talk about who's cheating. I got a few articles.
She is a literal clip machine.
Damn.
I'm talking about Maxwell House. Good to the left. Like, she takes all of her. There is no pause, no breath, no just. She is a fire hydrant of roasting y'all. It's great. Almost done.
Are you familiar with the fact that there was recently a settlement with this little news company called Fox News?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was for about $780-something million. Was it because they were lying about the elections?
Yes, it was for a.
Okay, there we go. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to keep going. There also was this article, because I don't want us to base anything on Georgia at all. Please, Jesus, not Georgia. Okay, because Georgia purged 87,000.
Will the gentlewoman
that
yield?
should
I
not-
think
will
Georgia
not-
matters.
I will not yield. I am reclaiming my time.
And you know who had to get her
Oh,
big?
man.
I think
Yeah.
it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
She just couldn't take it.
Old Magic the Gathering.
All right, so there were 87,000 people that were purged that were legitimate voters. So no, we don't want to copy off of Georgia. Also, another GOP voter admits he committed fraud. Another one in Pennsylvania, man who admits he voted for Trump with his dead mom's name because he listened to too much propaganda.
The gentlelady's time has expired. The gentlelady from the state of Georgia, Ms. Green, is recognized for 5.
Good
Oh,
luck
wow.
following that up there, Margie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I would just want to say Georgia matters too. And the lady's like, no, fuck off.
We do not care.
Shut up.
We do not care.
No one cares about your fucking vote purging sons of bitches.
Yeah, well, that's typical Republicans.
Those were funny. Figured you guys
Something
would laugh
occurred
at
to me
those.
when she said that Texas, the great state of Texas. Isn't it true that in Texas there's more lions in private captivity than what there are left in Africa? Or not lions, tigers, rather.
Tigers?
I don't know what
think
they do
so.
in Texas.
I have no idea how many tigers.
Well,
fucking
they're
weird
allowed to
down
own
there.
them as pets. They're allowed to own them as pets, so they have all kinds of them there.
Sounds fucking weird. Sounds like something people from Texas would do.
I mean, it sounds
Yeah.
very on brand for Texas. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it ain't, but
I don't know. It's something I heard a long time ago. Maybe it's not even true. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible. Although I think that would be more California. There's a lot more rich folk in California.
also, well, there's oil money.
It's true.
They got some cash down there.
All right. So in July 27, 22, Are there more tigers in Texas than in the wild? Yes. You can have tigers for pets, shockingly for low price.
All right.
So
How low?
$900 to $2,500. That's what tigers are selling for in Texas.
That can't be right. Tim, we're moving.
Listen,
we're moving to
I don't
Texas.
know.
We're moving to
Go
Texas,
to Texas
right?
and own a tiger.
We can move. We can move right outside of Houston. We can stay in her district. You know, Shinkolas.
That's hilarious.
We got
I'm
tiger
not going
friends.
to Texas. Holy fuck, they got tigers. I can't outrun a tiger.
Don't try to go up a tree either.
No.
Do we want to yell about Activision or do we want to go to the town council for our daily dose of
let's do
opera?
Activision first, I suppose.
Okay.
What is this Activision thing that we are going to talk about?
There's two things.
Ah.
Two things. Well, I'll just do the one thing.
Okay.
Actually,
Every time I say Activision, I'm thinking gaming. So what are we doing gaming related?
yes, it is gaming related. Yeah, let's transition this. So there's a couple things here. First of all, it is weird to me, Tim, that it never occurred to me that there are gamer right-wing chud YouTubers. Like, I don't know why I didn't think these people existed, but of course they exist.
Yeah, no, of course they exist.
Obviously they would exist. And I found them. And what I want everyone to do is to spread this episode far and wide. We will not let the red geeks overcome the blue geeks. This is not happening. The red geeks are not taking over. Oh. But this lad here, I'll just play it.
Things are getting significantly worse for Call of Duty, and I am enjoying watching this play out right before our very eyes. And just when you think it can't get worse for them, it goes and gets significantly worse. So we're going to start today off refreshing everybody about a bad that kids should be protected. Nick Merckx, who has a bunch.
Okay, Nick Merckx. Person of interest number 1.
Who? What?
His name is Nick Merckx, and he is a streamer. And he gets a lot of promotions with he has a shoe with Under Armour. Like, he works out and stuff, and he's got one of the bigger Twitch channels out there.
Man, where's my shoe?
Yeah, where's my shoe?
I stream. Where the fuck is my shoe, Halo?
Yeah, that's what we need. Some gamer shoes.
I don't need a shoe. I don't need a shoe. But Haynes, come on, Haynes.
Yo, let me get some fucking Under Armour sweatpants deal.
Right. Get them boxer briefs going, buddy.
So Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman, who is another big streamer. Tim the Tatman plays with Dr. Disrespect, if you've ever heard of that guy. That's his running buddy. So those two guys got a bundle. So they went to Activision, got scanned, and they got made into character skins in the game. Which is whatever. It's cool if you like them and you like their, you know what I'm saying? That's something you can buy.
Yeah.
You can run around and look like Tim the Tatman. Cool, whatever.
At least one of us is famous, I guess.
So as soon as this shit probably came out maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. As soon as he gets that check cashed, he decides to go on Twitter and open his mouth.
Happen. A streamer by the name of Nick Merckx, who has a bundle, an operator bundle on Modern Warfare and Warzone, had the very, very, very horrific take, according to Call of Duty and Activision, that kids should be protected. Leave kids alone. That was what he said. And he said that in a response to a tweet. When he said that, a lot of left-wing lunatics started to lose their minds.
Now, Tim, what do you think the tweet was about?
Oh boy, I can only imagine what fucking nonsense. Because you know what? They'll turn anything into like you're a fucking groomer or whatever the current conversation is. So it could be about just, not even kid related. It could just be about how much you like to slice a pizza or something. You're like, leave the kids alone.
It's even. Any guesses, Ali? I gotta find the tweet real quick.
none.
I fucking thought I had it. Well, just say something to stall for me. I gotta find the link.
I have no fucking idea, dude. This guy is totally alien to me. I have no idea where he's coming from.
It could be literally fucking anything.
All right.
It could just be a tweet about like.
Here it is. This happened 4 blocks away from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life.
I see.
And this is anti-LGBT. Protesters attack pro-LGBT demonstrators outside a Glendale, California school board meeting. The school board is voting on recognizing June as Pride Month.
Yes.
So Puckett says that, and Nick Merck says they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue.
Because one dude said in a tweet, people should love who they love. That's what he said.
There's nobody there talking about kids, and then he suddenly brought kids into it. What the fuck? So
here, let's listen to what this fucking douchebag
Kids
says.
alone. That was what a very, very, very horrific take, according to Call of Duty and Activision, that kids should be protected. Leave kids alone. That was what he said. And he said that in a response to a tweet. When he said that, a lot of left-wing lunatics started to lose their minds. And Call of Duty stepped in and said, due to recent events, we have decided to remove the operator bundle of Nick Merckx. We stand with our pride family, yada, yada, yada. You know the same song and dance. The backlash started almost.
So they pulled his bundle.
Yeah.
He didn't want to apologize. He didn't want to walk it back. Cool, dude. Pulling it. That's when Dr. Disrespect gets involved.
What we got to do is uninstall the game. Number one. I mean, don't get a mistaken. This year's Call of Duty is the worst in its franchise. But that decision by COD's PR and marketing team. I'll tell you right now, man.
So here's my thing. This is such a white dude thing. This is such a white dude thing. Well, I uninstalled your game. And now he's going to list the things that need to happen before he reinstalls it.
Oh, his list of demands.
Yeah.
Who are you negotiating with, you fucking psycho? You went to an online shop, you downloaded it, and it went to your computer. There is no more interaction. No one gives a fuck what you do or do not do. We got your money, bitch.
How many people follow him, like, as a streamer? Do we know?
Nick,
probably a lot.
Dr. Disrespect.
The guy who just installed the game.
7.4 million views on that one video, dude.
Is this going to be like a Kid Rock shooting Bud Lights?
Yeah, he's got
situation?
4.3 million. His streams average about 300K.
Damn, bro.
Views.
Yeah, this dude thinks he has more power than he actually has. But, like, Activision's not really going to sweat.
No.
You already bought the game, bro.
and they don't have any deals with you. Like they already made a package off of you. They already gave you your bundle, made their, you know what I mean, made their quick in-game purchase off of your ass. Fucking whatever. They threw you to the wolves. It's fucking Pride Month. You
They
said,
could still be
like,
selling
dude,
his bundle.
So here's the funny part. And this is where it all comes together, especially with like the little fucking right-wing chuds who talk about gaming stuff. This is where it comes all together. That shit doesn't happen on Halo, does it? Does that happen on CSGO?
Not to my knowledge.
Does that happen on Destiny? Gears of War? It only happens on the most toxic game in the history of Earth. It is the nastiest, most vile mother. It is like 4chan level disgusting how awful some of these people are. But this is Call of Duty. This is their fan base. I've never heard more racist shit than on Call of Duty. It is a bunch of white supremacists who mainly take over that game. And so now that they're big streamers, now the big streamers are now talking right wing, now everyone's surprised. You didn't think that Nick Merckx wasn't a chud? You didn't think that he was some MAGA bitch? You tried to cash in on a MAGA dude? Tim the Tap Man tried to be in the middle, and I don't feel like playing the rest of that guy's video, but he ended up asking them to take down his too, because he was getting lit up by all the people. So that's a lesson for everybody. If you're the one sane person in your friend group and all the rest of your friends are fucking running around being buck wild and shit, that day will come where they will make you choose to be stupid with them or to be a good person. Tim the Tap Man, I'm not you. I don't know what that check looked like. I don't know if you're willing to throw your career away because of all that. That's between you and your Jesus, your baby Jesus. I could care less. But
so
they're saying that this is like, we got Target, we got this, now we're getting Call of Duty, we got Bud Light, we're getting all these people that caved up. Like, this is their plan. But go ahead, sorry.
Tim the Tat Man is the guy in the hat that's in the top left corner there, right? No? Oh, this guy's just making fun of them then. Okay, I don't. Okay, that's this guy.
We can play what's it called. Let me see if I can just find Tim's thing. Tim the Tat.
I'm trying to figure out who these guys are so I can know to avoid their shit.
I mean, you don't really watch their kind of. It's very.
Not really, no.
It's. Here we go.
I'm sure a lot of you saw what happened with Nick yesterday. So I'm going to just say this at the front, man. I love Nick. I talked to him for about 30 minutes last night. I know him, bro. And I truly do not think he meant to hurt anyone with what he said.
Like, he's trying to cover for his boy the best he can.
Yeah.
And hoping that maybe he'll see the light, and like, he's stalling.
It really, all I can say is this, man. Tapman Army, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right. We talked for a while last night, and he's doing all right. But that's all I can really say on it, man. That's all I'm really going to say on it.
Insightful video. How many views does it have? Like 1 million, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, way more than we'll ever see.
Yeah, insightful.
So there you go, Call of Duty. Now you learn. Stop trying to cash in on MAGA people. You got burned. You touched the stove and it was hot. Good. And you know what? I hope all of the fucking chuds uninstall their fucking Call of Duties, because then it'll be a great game. If all the fucking assholes who fucking hate if you hate Pride, uninstall your fucking Call of Duty today. Yeah. Do it right now.
I might actually try it at some point.
Do not play that shit. Do not play that shit. Unless you love the gays, unless you love gay people, unless you love them. Yeah. So if you're hateful, uninstall your fucking COD. I can't wait for the fucking pristine. It'll be like clean water after living in a swamp your whole life. Can't
Drain the swamp.
Yeah, literally. And I hope that I'm gonna start going to all the shit that they hate. The other thing was Activision's a bitch because they shut down probably the coolest fan-made game ever. But I know Triton really wanted to talk about it, so we'll save it for.
Okay.
Save it for him.
But
actually, it is the coolest thing that there. It was going to be the coolest thing that there ever was, ever.
I posted something in the chat that's semi-related that happened in Connecticut. So let's do that first, and then we'll do
the bottom one, top one, both of them.
Both together. They are a set.
Matching set, nice. Oh. Yeah, I gotta close
Windows.
Okay.
Gotta close them windows.
Oh shit! Which one did I do first?
I don't know. That's the wrong one.
Are you getting paywalled?
Yeah.
Then fuck that one. You just use the other one.
Okay.
Stupid paywalls.
Well,
damn you, Hartford Current.
Isn't a current like a fruit?
Well, it's also a
current
newspaper.
I mean, is it named like the Big Apple, like the Big Apple newspaper or something? Is it named that because of that?
I don't know.
Think they're pronounced differently, honestly. They might be spelled the same, but I think they're pronounced. I don't think for the fruit. I don't think you pronounce the T, do you? It's just a current.
Yeah, I think Hollyman's right.
I've never eaten one, so I don't know. As if eating it would tell me how to fucking say it. I don't know. As soon as I said that, I was like, "Stupid boy, stupid."
So this story is in Hartford. They have a mural painted in front of the state capitol building on the street, and it was for Black Lives Matter. And guess what happened? Yeah, well, them again.
Oh, people went around. People went around and they signed their names on it so that everybody's name was part of the pattern, and it made like a beautiful like etched effect.
If by name you mean swastikas, then you're correct.
Maybe their name is swastika.
The Black Lives Matter mural being painted in Hartford. The mayor calls it a vile act and promises police are working to find whoever's responsible. NBC Connecticut's Matt Austin has new details from the artists who changed a hateful act into love.
Among the artists painting a new Black Lives Matter mural in Hartford,
I was devastated because it was only my letter.
Latoya Dallaire quickly went to work.
That's where it happened to go.
To cover hateful imagery with a heart.
I painted over it, and I was just motivated.
The Hartford mayor reports a swastika and a coded message of white supremacy were discovered here.
It might just be this small symbol
on this lightning bolt
on this whole mural, but it's an entire community that's impacted.
People have been working hard to repaint and reimagine the mural, which first debuted in the summer of 2020.
The problems have not been solved, but we do need to stay focused on combating.
Man, you got some sisters up in Hartford. I was thinking y'all was all up in the country club playing late for your tea times and shit.
No, we have cities. Like we have cities.
I got some peoples.
The mural
Bridgeport,
is coming to life
Hartford,
on
Waterbury.
Trinity Street in Bushnell Park, just steps from the state capitol.
The middle will be enlightenment, just like spirituality, peace.
State and local leaders condemn.
Why the hell would you ask an artist what something means? Boy, you must have had a lot of tape and that. Boy, what was you thinking? You just say it looks great and you move on.
The hateful act.
I gotta let my dog out, guys.
Wanted our community to feel divided or to feel afraid, but all that.
How is that guy, old Lukey?
He's pretty good. I've spoken to him actually a few times. He's a cool guy. He's really into revitalizing Hartford, which is good because Hartford needs it.
That person did is show themselves to be weak and afraid, and all they did is make us as a community stronger.
One police
said you a weak bitch.
whoever was responsible. The artists are scrambling to finish in time for the city's Juneteenth celebration. For the E in Lives that was defaced, the painting is about Together We Rise. 16 letters, each with different designs.
The larger message is peace, hope, love, and that, you know.
She's still going. Look, the sun done moved, the shadow done shifted. Like, oh.
If we stand together in solidarity against the hate that's in the world, that, you know, we come.
Everybody's wearing different clothes.
Yeah, no, it's been the whole day. They're still going.
In Hartford,
people eating what you just see like a pizza, just like get like continuity wise, like from the cuts, just get eaten.
Matt Austin, NBC, Connecticut News.
So yeah, that's
people are trash, man.
People are fucking trash. They found the guy.
Oh,
I saw an article that said they found the guy, but
sorry. Catch a smile over at the dog groomer. I don't know what this is.
let's see if I can. I'm not gonna name the guy, but anyway, they found him today and they charged him with all sorts of stuff, you know, hate crime related.
Like, it's, like, you know, that's some real sucker shit. You know, like random vandalism shit. As for, like, if you're gonna like be hateful, you know what I mean? Like, have a like, hey, I want the Black Panthers to meet me at this corner and we're gonna rumble. You know what I mean? Like, be aggressive, be organized and aggressive about shit. This little petty, I'm just gonna fucking like key your car ex-girlfriend shit is the pussiest shit ever. Like, anybody got time to be repainting shit all day? Because you're like, what are you talking about? Hey, you know what? I bet the guy who did it works at the paint store.
And once again, bluest of blue states, Connecticut, still has fucking trash.
Yeah. They is everywhere. TVs everywhere. Wood grain the spur.
Speaking of trash.
Ooh, trashy time. I need some
Not me. I'm going to be speaking. I'm not the trash. It's everyone to the center and right in that sort of semicircle there.
Mm-hmm. They're trash.
Oh yeah, all of them.
Chef's
everyone to
kiss.
the left is okay.
And then I got this one too. Fuck you, Pat Robertson. All right, I'm hitting it.
Hit it. Maybe I went back too far. Nope, there's me. That's me. That's me.
Hey.
Fix this a little bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim Bristol. Good evening, town council members. Last month,
Crank
I
this
stood
shit.
before you and advocated for the council to not accept the proposed changes to Stratford electoral districts due to the obvious gerrymandering and lack of accountability of the redistricting committee. It has been noted by some members of this council that what happened is not in fact gerrymandering due to the number of Democrats and Republicans in each district.
Uh-oh.
And that they were merely using...
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, they're about to get fucking schooled.
No, I was trying to full screen you, and this is the wrong fucking... What?
I don't know what button you pressed, but nobody's on the screen now.
What the fuck?
Press the wrong button.
What the fuck? There we go. There we go. There we go.
data
There you
on
go.
hand to make decisions like the one to redistrict Councilwoman Shake into District 7. To those council members, I would say that you are wrong. You are gerrymandering. Let me define that term for you. As previously defined, gerrymandering is political manipulation.
He said, "Let me break it down for you, son."
With the intent to create undue advantage for a party group or socioeconomic class within a constituency.
So what the fuck you think you did? Why you think I'm reading this to you, huh? Why you think I'm reading this to you, huh?
Oh, it gets
There
better.
are many forms of gerrymandering. The one
It's a whole bunch of types. Let me break that down for you, too.
used here is called hijacking,
Say, oh, you think you bought that? You think it's a game?
I hijacked this microphone right now.
which redraws two districts in such a way as to force two incumbents to run against one another in one district.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Light him up.
To ensure one of them will be eliminated. Does that sound familiar?
Do it.
This is designed to make re-election for one of those incumbents one or both of those incumbents more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process is corrupt and has zero accountability. And I would ask, no, demand that the council not adopt these changes and send the proposal back to the redistricting committee. I would also demand changes to how redistricting is done. And if this council will not do that, I will.
Say, oh, you think you bought that? You think it's a game?
He'll do it.
I'll
I
fucking
seen him.
do it.
I seen him.
I'll do it.
I seen him do it. He'll do it twice.
Because the voters have power here too. Not only only by voting for candidates who support transparency and accountability, but also by referendum.
Oh, he's on Xbox mode.
Oh yeah.
And the voters will revise the charter if need be. According to the Brookings Institute,
Hey, you know how they're gonna be like? They're gonna be like,
Oh yeah.
Redistricting is a deeply political process with incumbents actively seeking to minimize the risk to themselves and to gain additional seats for their party via partisan gerrymandering. And with uncompetitive seats, reducing the fear of incumbent politicians may lose office, they also have less incentive to represent their constituents' interests, even if those interests conform with a majority support for an issue across the electorate as a whole. This process cannot be left in the hands of politicians because they will redistrict in their own interest to keep power. Study after study shows that unless there is oversight or politicians are taken out of the process, there will be corruption.
You can't park this, huh?
So I ask again that the council vote no on the proposed changes to the redistricting. Thank you.
Man, you better. The fuck y'all thought was gonna happen?
That's right. Drop some knowledge on them.
Can't let Tim just out loose on public.
You certainly can't.
Whew. Should I keep? Do they respond?
They're not allowed to by their own rules.
Oh. Well, that's anticlimactic.
No, it's dumb. It's very dumb, and I've told them that before.
We don't want people conversating.
No, they don't want a dialogue. They just want people to monologue at them for 3 minutes. But yes, they're not allowed to respond. Although I don't know if they actually responded to the group as a whole because I didn't stay for the meeting itself. But that video is also in there somewhere too. But if you want to skim around a little bit, there's other comments after mine that are pretty good.
Try right here. There's this lady.
There's some little ladies in here that are pretty feisty.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, here's somebody walking up. Get the whole question. Hey, come on, Gertrude.
Ornamental 760 Judson Place.
Oh, hell.
And I have a 2-hour speech. How much time do I have?
Oh, she's funny.
She said, I got a 2-hour speech. How much time do I have? We found the right one.
Yep.
All right. For the record, I'm an independent thinker and independent voter, and I don't give a hoot what party people in.
She said a hoot. Not even a hoot.
I forgot how hilarious this lady was.
This town belongs to, as long as they serve the town honestly and ethically. That said, I'd like to congratulate, if that's the right word, probably not, the architect of the redistricting and his cronies for practicing an incredible degree of contortionism.
Ooh, she said. You all bent up, son.
She does physical comedy too.
Apply those contortion to yoga poses. You would be guaranteed good health and happy old age. But
She says you'll live forever with that level of twisting.
the
What?
twisted way that you guys gerrymander the town is very far from the yoga concept of community service.
Any bets, guys? Does she have a pole in the bedroom?
Jesus.
She might. She might.
No,
She
hey,
might.
she
might.
Hey, look at them sandals. What you think?
10 years ago, the redistricting committee stretched the 7th district like a strudel down to include
Not
Governor
a strudel.
Foster's house on the Housatonic River because he was their candidate. Now, you want to octopus it back to get rid of the
She got all the best analogies. First it was a strudel, now it's an octopus.
second district where I live and which I love, to get rid of our council person, an outspoken, conscientious council person who fought valiantly for her district and who is loved and respected in the district. I'm here to ask you to get your hands off the 2nd district. It has been brutalized enough. Thank you.
Next person signed up I have is Marsha Lee.
She said, you can touch whatever you want, but keep your hands off my district.
Keep your hands off my district.
Don't be touching on that district, though.
My octopus district.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, I don't remember this lady, but
She's got wedges on. That's a warning sign.
and she's
Hi,
got that
Marka
walk
Lee,
too.
1661 Elm Street.
Oh, this girl live on Elm Street. Oh,
So you have to give the
I
address?
will preface this by saying that everyone who speaks is against the redistricting, so there's no like pro redistricting people here.
I am here because I disapprove of the obvious gerrymandering, redistricting decision that changes the border of District 2. It literally comes down one side of the street.
Yo, y'all can't do it by sides of the street. You got to do the whole block. Come on,
That's
man.
what they literally did. They took the side of the street that the councilwoman lives on and they just put the district line right there. So she's in the 7th and she's in my district and she used to be in the 2nd.
funny.
I'll bring up the map. I'll show you.
That's fucking crazy. They put her house in a different district.
Literally just her side of the street.
Charlton.
Wow.
That's dirty as fuck, bro.
So I talked to a professor friend of mine from when I went to school, and yesterday he sent me the article where they talked about this town council meeting from the Connecticut newspaper, and he's like, "What the fuck is happening in your town?" And I was like, "Well, you know, they redistricted and it got passed and everything. Spoiler alert, it got passed." And he's like, "The districts in your town are fucking crazy." He's like, the 2nd district that lady was talking about, the octopus, it literally looks like an octopus. Like it just stretches out into the other districts. However, the town council wanted it to go.
That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Actually, they're probably doing that to me right now.
Street, the street that incumbent Caitlin Shake, councilperson Shake, resides. This automatically removes her from running again in her district where she has been a champion for saving old.
You know who doesn't go to these meetings? Renters.
Maybe not.
Maybe. I don't know, actually.
But couldn't she just move back across the street?
I'm just
They
thinking
gave
it-
her that option. They gave her that option. They're like, you can keep your seat if you move back into the district, which is fucked up.
I gotta
Telling her to
move.
move.
I gotta move house.
Yeah.
Boy,
Could
if
she
you
have
don't
two
put that
residents
imaginary-
though? Could she just rent an apartment someplace and then call that her residence?
Yeah, but it's forcing her to pay money for
Now
a
she's got-
volunteer job.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm not paying.
Growth trees from a poorly planned tennis court proposal, where she has given a strong voice to local residents who opposed the center school development and created a beautiful pollinator garden. Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful.
all of
Further
these
along that thoughts though, couldn't she just find a friendly business owner someplace in the neighborhood and rent quite literally a closet for $2 a month or something?
I think that she would be cited for doing that.
Ali,
Yeah.
you're missing the point that they did it on purpose so that she
I know,
can't
but still,
worm
get
out
around
of it.
right away and then get back into the fight to
There's
change it
not
back.
there's not a legal way to do what you're trying to do. This is the legal way.
Well, what they did is fucking illegal in my opinion. Fuck that.
It should be. It should be illegal.
It should be, but it isn't. And then that's what they're voting on. Is whether it should be illegal or whether they should
needs to
keep
be
it.
taken out behind a woodshed, guys. Come on.
If only.
So what's the referendum on?
Oh, I was talking about putting together a referendum that would take the process of redistricting out of the hands of the town council and have an independent, nonpartisan group redraw the districts with census data without any sort of they wouldn't have any political reason to do it.
Right.
Which is the problem, is that 4 members of the council were on the redistricting committee, along with the 2 registrars of voters, who are both one Republican and one Democrat. It was a political process. And because the Republicans are in the majority, the committee that redrew the district lines was, I think it was 6-4, Republicans to Democrats. So the Democrats didn't even have a chance. And it shouldn't be in the hands of politicians. It should be a nonpartisan group that redraws district lines. And even the town charter says you're only supposed to do it if it's necessary. And the Republicans tried to say, oh, it's necessary, but it fucking wasn't. The town's population only changed by 2% in the last 10 years.
Oh, those 14 people.
Exactly.
We got to redraw the lines, with this massive influx of people.
And they're like, oh, it made the most sense to redistrict the councilwoman out of her own district. That makes total sense.
And then, so she's in District 7 where someone who is probably of the same party is already there?
So she's in District 7 where my councilwoman is a Republican, and she's probably one of the tougher ones to beat because of how unpredictably popular she is.
So they put her in there with the juggernaut.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
So here's your fight now. I know you were already winning this area, but here we're gonna put you in here with this guy. Good luck. Fucking Bonesaw was in there.
I'm gonna send you the article. It's got a picture of how they did the district. It's fucking crazy.
Get out of here, you little freaks. It's my favorite part. Okay. Boop.
So what you got there is the purple is the 2nd district. The orange is the 7th district where I live, and my street is...
Don't tell your street, weirdo.
Okay. All right.
You're in the
I was
orange
actually,
somewhere.
if I had won my council race, I was afraid that they were going to redistrict me out of my district because I live right on the edge.
Stop, Tim.
I'm not saying what street I live on.
Still, you've just narrowed it down
Too
from
much.
100%
Too
to like
much.
5%.
There's a big edge right there. Anyway, they pointed out the councilwoman's house.
That's
And
nice.
Literally the district covered that orange piece right there where it says Alleydale Drive. The purple was covering all of that all the way up to this. So they literally cut that piece out just to cut her out.
That's funny. Wow. Okay, I see now. So yeah, this whole area would have been would have been blue or purple.
Yeah, it would have been purple.
But then
And
they just
they
cut.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Bro.
How fucking wild. And it says in that paragraph down there, Councilwoman Sutton, who's my councilwoman, says that she's looking forward to the challenger in the upcoming race.
Doing the most for the council, boy.
And
it's a volunteer position, right?
Yeah, it's volunteer. You don't get paid any money for it. I mean, you don't get paid. You don't get a salary, but I'm sure there's perks.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be an expense account of some type just for going out to lunches and stuff like that, probably, right?
You'll
Yeah,
never
and
pay for another meal in this town.
and it says there that she was elected in 2021 by slightly more than 60%. Like District 7 is like 60% Republican, 40% Democrat. That's how they vote. That's how they voted for the last 5 elections.
Put the map back up there again. So a big chunk of the area that they put in there looks like a park, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
greenish
Longbrook
area?
Park. Yeah.
So they didn't really take much population and put it into the new district. They just, they're assholes.
They are assholes.
That's just nasty the way they did that. They just got a big chunk out of the district. They made sure it didn't have very many people in it, and her. Like,
yep.
They had to cut off
how
the.
could that possibly be legal?
Sometimes you have to cut off the foot to stop the poison from getting up to your hips.
Because the only way that, and a few people talked about it in the meeting, right now the only way gerrymandering is illegal if it's along racial lines.
Right.
You
Not
cannot
along political lines.
Yeah, you can't gerrymander to put like all black people in the same district or all Puerto Rican people in the same district. That's illegal. But politically, like cramming all the Democrats into one district or removing a council person because you drew the line down their street, perfectly legal. And honestly, there was no oversight on the commission at all. They just had like 3 meetings, cut up the lines, and then was like, here you go. The proposal that they sent was missing one of the districts and had no data to back it up.
They just forgot one.
Yeah, they were just like, whatever, this one it don't matter.
Yeah, we don't care, but these other districts were not changing, just this one.
Someone
forgot to label it. Just not on it. Just doesn't exist anymore. 1257. That's all we have.
One of the speakers did say that they were contacting the attorney general about the gerrymandering and saying that some of the gerrymandering was racial, so they want to have the attorney general investigate it.
Ooh, we got an investigation.
Yeah, but if there's no law and he doesn't find what he's looking for, then he's not going to do anything about it.
No problem. I mean, yeah, the chances of him actually doing something about it are slim. Because I don't know, like municipal electoral districts are not like at the top of his priority list.
Hey, this is a big deal. God damn it. It was on Speaking from the Center.
It was on Speaking from the Center.
The most popular news show on electricity.
Sure. I'm going to try and get an actual referendum on the ballot for 2024. It's kind of too late to get it on the ballot this year, but I am going to try and get the charter revised so that this doesn't happen again.
Because I think that's probably everyone's biggest gripe with politics is the fact that people are consistently trying to close the door behind them.
Yeah.
And that's
just a thought, though.
It's so frustrating because it's so unfair, and people see it in their day-to-day lives so much. And if they saw that it happened in politics as much as it does, they would care a lot more about politics more than they already do. Like they would be pissed more often if they saw how underhanded, because even Ollie, you saw that, like that was just underhanded to cut her street in half.
Yeah, straight up rude. But just Tim, if you do get the rules changed so it's harder to change, doesn't that mean it's going to be harder to change it back though, like the district back?
So I mean, at this point, the damage has already been done. I suppose they've already approved the districts. It's what's going to look like for the next 10 years anyway, unless some sort of Supreme Court ruling reverses it, like the Connecticut Supreme Court.
The highest in the land.
Is there a chance of that happening?
I mean, if the attorney general sues the town, then there's a chance.
I'll do it.
But
I'll sue the town.
Let her bomb the fucker. Let her bomb the hell out of him.
But I figured that the quickest way to get it done was by referendum, and it's going to take a whole year just to get the signatures to get it on the ballot for 2024. So, that's what I'm going to do, because obviously they voted along party lines to do the redistricting, which was fucked up.
There you go.
There you go.
And I'm pretty sure the chairman of the council said something snide. So,
In the chat, we have Frostfile600. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey.
He's a big fan. He says, "Go fund me to buy another house across the street."
I know that houses in that part of town are kind of expensive.
I have another idea. What if I buy sod and I just connect the grass of my yard across the street, and then I just mow it as if it's like fine. I'm like, oh, actually, my property line does go right through the street. That's why there's this grass here. See, just start digging up the street and put a little strip of grass in there so it goes across.
Yep.
What if you get a tree? What if you get a tree that grows or vines?
Oh, there you go.
I get some sort of plant that's on both sides at the same time. Build a bridge. Duh. This is the
there you
easiest thing.
go. Yeah, build a bridge.
Tunnel.
Take
Go under the street.
Take a what's it called? Like a tollway arm, and put a mannequin hand with a finger on it doing like this, and lower it across the street so that you're touching the other side of the street, and then put that pole on the house. Technically, electricity rules, the house is across the street. Boom,
Okay,
I'm in the district. Shut up.
I think I have the easiest solution here. All right, so if she goes to her neighbor across the street and is like, "Hey, can I rent your bedroom?"
Yep. I was just going to say that.
For $1.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure like they would do it because everyone in the second is super for this councilwoman. So, can I rent your bedroom for $1? Make it her primary address, and then boom.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to even rent the bedroom. Just, can I rent storage space in your garage? Move a couple of things in there so she can honestly say stuff is there.
Yeah.
Right? This is now my primary residence.
I think the mannequin stick idea is better, but I guess we'll go with you.
Yeah.
What if she gets one of those virtual presence machines and just like drives that around someone's yard?
What if she has a meta house there?
Oh, there we go. Virtual property.
I have a virtual property in that district. Actually, my avatar is sleeping in there right now.
Fuck that. Somebody's got to have a treehouse in their backyard. Just rent that fucking thing.
Can I own a tree house?
Yep.
I think so. If they let you, yeah.
So if I build a tree, I build my tree house in my neighbor's yard. I technically have property in the district.
Technically.
If they allow you to do it.
Yeah, they
make you sleep in there for like 3 nights or something like that. Like, you gotta prove it. Prove that it's yours. You're like, there's spiders in here. Oh, sorry, Tim. I didn't mean to trigger.
That
would be a night. That's a tree house of horrors for Tim. It's just the spiders come.
Oh yeah, it's not spiders. It's bees.
Oh,
bees. If the bees were there.
There's a hive underneath.
No, man, I wouldn't be doing that.
And
I wouldn't be doing that.
They sting through the rope ladder, and it drops down 40 feet to the ground.
Which reminds me, I got to go throw some mothballs out under my new barn.
To get
just to prevent any bees or wasps from building a nest.
What the hell is a mothball anyway?
It's a little stinky ball of stuff.
Yeah, what is it?
They're not even ball shaped. They're more like puck shaped. But
yeah, they keep the moths away.
Yeah, but what's in there?
I think I got some. They stink like fuck.
What's in
They have a weird ammonia smell. I think it is ammonia. I'm not sure.
Something like that.
Mothballs are commonly made of naphthalene or paradichlorobenzene, both of which are toxic to humans. These chemicals are solids at room temperature and are made into a round ball. Flakes or cakes slowly change to a gas and become fumes in the air.
Yeah.
I just want to say, why do things that are toxic for humans always look like candy?
Yep. I don't know.
Mothballs are not intended to be used outdoors. Ollie, the active ingredients can contaminate water, so will harm wildlife. No, Ollie, do not use mothballs, it says. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services.
It's Florida. What do they know?
Hey, they got
I'm sorry. I disagree with you 100%. Where I'm putting them, I don't want animals.
Goes into the water, goes into the ground.
I don't want skunks and rats living underneath my barn. Holy fuck, that truck's loud. You guys hear that?
Don't you have a dog?
Yeah.
Put dog poop by the entrance.
That will not stop the insects and stuff from going under there.
Oh, they're
Not even
scared
close.
of. They're terrified of dogs.
So, but
Why don't you put some insects in there to kill them? Why don't you get some scorpions?
Oh, there you go. Scorpions will solve.
Fill
the
that
problem.
bottom. Fill the bottom up with scorpions. There ain't no ants going in there.
Yeah.
No wasps.
No, I'm good. I will throw some mothballs out there.
Cobras. Maybe you should put some
cobras?
cobras.
Vipers?
You guys don't understand snow, do you?
Green mamba.
They just don't live here, dude.
Ooh, rattlesnakes.
Yeah, rattlesnakes are good in the snow. That rattle gives them extra grip in the. It gives them grit in the in the slip.
I'm pretty sure there is a rattlesnake that is northern bred. There's one in Ontario that's a rattlesnake that's poisonous.
Just get a bunch of those. Throw them under your barn.
Or why don't you get an anteater?
What?
Ooh.
Or an aardvark.
They don't fit underneath the barn.
They'll dig a hole. Don't worry about it.
I don't want them to dig a hole.
It'll be a big hole. Don't worry about it. He'll
You
fit.
seem to misunderstand my concept of what I want here. I want my barn on solid ground without any fucking animals underneath it.
No.
There's a lot more animals underneath it. Come on
So
now.
what we'll do is we'll put a bigger animal underneath there first, and then the little animals that come will feed it.
Here's what you do. You get a bunch of gasoline. and you just pour it under the barn.
Correct.
And set it on fire. That no more bugs, no more animals.
Okay, I have a serious solution.
No.
What about a moat?
Ooh, a moat. That'll keep the animals
Come
away.
on, they can't fucking cross a moat, and then you could put like a little baby gator in there or something.
That'd be cool. I want a
You
moat.
would be the cool. You could get a drawbridge. A drawbridge, Ollie, to get into there. That would be.
Oh, that'd be. You turn the barn door into a drawbridge, so it
God
comes
damn it,
down.
Ollie, stop turning it off. Fucking up the layout. I'm thinking you could really do this barn right if you think about it. Like, because what you're talking about is invaders. What other invaders might there be? You know what I mean? So moat around the
Space.
whole. Yeah. Oh, you need a
The
dome.
final frontier.
You need a dome for sure to protect from alien invaders.
Space invaders.
Space
Yeah,
invaders.
no.
Do you have a ship?
I have the whole roof lined with tinfoil. It's all right.
Perfect. They'll never hear us.
And I put a metal roof on my house, so I'm all good.
I think moat and trampoline is the best idea.
Trampoline.
You can trampoline over and trampoline back, and then there's a moat in the middle.
But doesn't trampoline defeat the moat because everybody can trampoline over the moat?
You only put it on the one side. You only put it on the barn side.
So how do you get to it then?
Swim back.
You got to get a rope that you can swing across.
What if you swing across like Errol Flynn and trampoline back? I got you. Okay. No.
How about like an American Ninja Warrior course?
Oh man, that'll keep the animals out. They
There's
can't complete that
no
course.
way they're gonna be able to do it, dude. They don't have the grip strength. There's no way
They don't have the upper body strength.
necessary. Unless it's a bird, and then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Or maybe
But I
a
would still-
raccoon.
I would still require the bird to like fly down and put its feet on each piece of apparatus to qualify as a pass. You can't just fly through it. You have to touch everything.
Exactly.
Yep.
No cheating.
Yeah, fucking cheating ass birds. They always cheat on that wall. Just fly
Hop on
up.
everything.
Just fly up, pretend like they're walking. It's so annoying.
Well said, Mikey. And thanks you to our listeners for tuning in.
I hate you.
Remember to subscribe to our podcast and join us next time as we continue to explore issues that matter most. Until then, stay informed and stay engaged. This is Tim and Mikey signing off.
Come with me if you want to live.